BSides DC would like to thank all of our sponsors, and a special thank you to all of our speakers, volunteers, and organizers for making 2018 a success.
All right, thanks everybody. Did everybody have a good time this weekend? All right. Let's start off with Crypt Kids. Jenny, are you going to come up? Sure. All right. So while Jenny is coming up here, congratulations to Jenny, David, Mr. Darcy, Ms. Ella, Andrew, the whole team. Congratulations to our Black Badge winners, and the new Trash Int Challenge was super popular. I even got some complaints on Twitter from adults who were like, why don't we get one?
Why do the kids always like the messiest stuff? There was some talk earlier that maybe one year we'll just have a kids con and let you adults have a room. Let me do the kids first real fast. As he said, we did add a Trash Int village, and for those who aren't familiar with what we did there, we basically had lots of bags of fake clean trash, because I'm not going to do that to the parents, but they got to dig through all the trash to look for seeds and flags, and if they found the entire list of flags, then they got a prize. So the nice thing was that all the kids that did that and then went to the escape room immediately found the first lock combo because it was in the trash. We had an amazing keynote this year. For the very first year, we had a kid keynote, our Kid Con, and she was amazing. If you get a chance, please, well, she's gonna come on up. So if you get a chance, she had to have a specially designed stool so she could see over the thing. And if you get a chance, watch her talk later. She teaches kids how to program adults to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It was awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. You can go sit back down. We also had, instead of last year, I got yelled at last year because apparently the adults wanted escape rooms too. So I added an adult escape room this year, and then I was yelled at again because apparently I need 2 next year because not enough people got a chance to go through. We're thinking, no promises made, let me see what I can do. We'll talk next year. But apparently those were a big hit and people enjoyed those. And then
makes the room block a lot easier.
Yeah, I know. It's like, if we can just fill up the whole room block, I'll have as many as you want. And then of course anyone who came, our cookies and milk party was an awesome success last night. We had games, we had cookies, we had milk, and we had cake. So there was cake there too. I think I'm going to let someone else talk about the Kids versus Adult Challenge. And then we'll go to the... Do you want to do that? Well, so this is actually kind of part of the kids thing because it was her idea. So she also, in addition to keynoting, ran an entire WCTF village and contest for the kids that she created herself. And she asked him, because she kind of knows the guy a little, they decided to pit at the end of the day a kids fox hunt team versus an adult fox hunt team. So let him know how you would that.
So we just took the 2 fastest times and had them go against an adult. And the first time we found it in 50, the adults couldn't even go.
It was 30 seconds. The adults didn't even leave the room yet.
And then the second time we sort of won, but we didn't really.
Well,
so they found the fox, but the instructions given to the fox was a little off. So the fox was like, "It's not me." And the kids came up and "Yes, it is. Can we have it?" And they gave it to us. And what was the technicality?
Well, so the adults found it first, but we brought it up. And the rules say that you have to give it to the person to get the points. So we basically won both.
So it pays to read the directions, because the adults thought they'd won, and she went over and went, give you points. And so they actually won since they followed the directions. And I think that's all I got for the kids. We're going to crypto contest now. So apparently people enjoy the crypto challenge book so far. I've gotten a lot of great feedback. For those not familiar with Night Vale, we did a BSides Night Vale this year. Our Night Vale now has its own BSides. And our crypto contest winners are Team BLT, the white bread of InfoSec. And I need Daniel Burnside, James Loving, and Alan Taylor to come up to get their black badges. G.
Make them dance!
You don't want to see that.
Yes, I do.
That was 3 years ago.
If you watch that, I am not responsible for your therapy bills. Already have therapy.
I don't care where you do it. We're all tired. So I wanted to tell a little bit like how this works. So don't get discouraged. Like if you feel like people are in front of you, the people that solved the next part, the people I thought were going to win, unfortunately they got passed. So don't assume if someone else is ahead of you that you can't do it. You know what I mean? And if you're struggling with one, don't assume you're not going to get it, because we talked, right? But what was funny was the final, the actual ticket to get their black badge was hidden in a book called You Meddling Kids. And it was in one of the libraries upstairs on the meeting room level. So they managed to find this and bring it to me after a tussle with 12 flamingos that occurred multiple times. So thank you, gentlemen, for playing. And we're already working on the one for next year. So we hope you play next year as well. Can I say one more thing? So a lot of people come up to me, I'm trying not to cry, but I'm gonna do it anyway. A lot of people come up to me and tell me, oh, you did such amazing work, you did such a great job, I can't believe, This absolutely would not have happened this year without my daughter, who has double-checked, triple-checked, quadruple-checked my crypto, and she's helped with every escape room, with the walkthroughs, troubleshooting, I don't think that's gonna work, checking locks for me, helping pack gear. And I will tell you this right now, that running Crypt Kids is huge. It takes a lot. It takes my attention. I've got a lot of things going on. I've got keynotes. She sat in the crypto booth the whole 2 days, and she just took charge. She ran everything for me, and I just check in and be like, everything cool. She ran this contest this year, and it would not have happened if she had not been here to help. So give her a big hand.
You forgot the other stuff.
Is Andrew? I thought Andrew was going to do this.
Andrew.
Andrew Shoemate.
Get up here.
Oh, and while we're waiting for him to walk up, I do post all my crypto and my escape room stuff on my Patreon for anyone to use for free in the community. If you want to do it at your own BSides or your own event, it'll all be out there. Take it, use it, teach the kids.
All right. Welcome up. You'll have to turn that back on.
Okay, so the kids crypto this year ended up having some helpers that were going to help out ghosted on me, so it got done in probably in about 3 days put together. As usual, I will probably have it put up on SlideShare and share it out and tweet it out, but this year it was women in STEM. They were given their first clue, which was a Caesar cipher, and had to go from there and find different ciphers hidden around the Kids Con area. Our winners, Geneva Staples and Cameron Cole, came in, did it in about an hour and a half, and solved all the puzzles and were the winners this year for the black badges. Nice. So.
And these are the kids' Wi-Fi.
Kids Wi-Fi.
I got these slides slightly out of order.
Sorry, we just kind of took over.
Fuad and Caitlin got the black badges for the KidCon adult for the fastest fox hunt
For kids.
for kids.
All right, so that is good for you guys.
Thank you.
So moving on
Come
to-
back next year. Sorry.
Yep, so moving on to more prizes. The Wireless Village winners, Rick, get back up here. I said they could leave, not you.
Why'd you sit down?
I don't listen.
I'm gonna make you say that team name because I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Satellite Goat Firefighter.
I don't know, what do you guys call your team? Are you here?
Yeah, where are you?
What do you call your team? That? Okay, so Satellite,
Formerly known as Jack.
that's right. Satellite Jackass from now on is the new name of your team.
Satellite Flaming Jackass.
This could go in a lot of bad directions,
Yeah,
so.
stop while you're ahead.
Interesting year. So are you announcing how many people were here? Or is that later?
Yes, that's later.
Okay, so I don't know what the total number is, but we had over 100 people play the wireless capture the flag this year.
Rock and roll.
That's silly, a lot of people. Now, we were offering the badge, which Alex was wearing, to anyone that scored points. And this is the badge that we made for DEF CON, so that was kind of cool. We changed things around a little bit, had a couple hiccups. We overexerted ourselves a little, which may or may not ever happen again. But that being said, the teams that won, I think you guys, it was your second time playing, is that right? They played out at DEF CON, they came back here. Team Blunderbuss was new, I think, weren't you? They played DEF CON too? And then that other team that's, kind of local or something, Crimson Agents. But we're gonna start penalizing them because Osaka's on the team. So it's just, that's just the way things go.
Oh, come on.
Osaka, not to pick on her again, but the fact that she was using a wireless mouse during the wireless CTF and maybe her radio went off a couple times because we were in the wireless village, I don't know. Might have something to do with them not doing so well. First place got a $250 or $150 gift card to Amazon. Second place got $100 and third place got $50. They got our challenge coin and first place did get black badge. So again, thank you very much, BSides. We appreciate it. Yeah, first place team, come up. Sorry. Duran has something for you.
Oh, yeah, for that.
Somebody.
I'll take it.
Somebody.
I'll take it. They don't need it.
No, you can't have it.
That was quick.
Go.
Bravo.
By the way, this is the adult team that was playing against the kids' team. Just saying.
That lost.
Maybe only one.
Lost because they can't read directions.
No, come on.
Yeah, but they got it like that, so it must have been something, right?
All right, so IoT Village is the next one that we'll go over. The winner there was, first place was Knop Researcher. They had 37,000 points. Then Team Waldo had 23,000 points, and Team Meat Bunny had 22,000 points. That was as of about 3:15, so this could have changed a little bit. But if there's anyone from Team Knop Researcher, I feel like it was a small team, or maybe one, come on up and get your badge as well. Over to her. All right. OpenSock.io ran their blue team CTF on Friday night, and there was a team of two, the Embroidering Echidnas, which is a kind of strange name. I know one of them is not here, the other one might still be here, so we're going to contact them outside. First and second place, though, finished all of the challenges. They got through everything. Alex. Yes? Oh, you're both here. Wait, you're here. Okay, come on up. Applause. Start over there. All right, and then Pros versus Joes also happened, and the winning team there was Team Raiders of the Lost Ark. of Lost Ark.
Great name, give you credit.
Great name. I think those names were chosen for them.
Red is the Lost Ark was, yes.
Yeah. All right. Given how many people were here this morning, I imagine some people went to the Hacktoberfest party that was put on by Altus Consulting. Anyone here that's still alive from that? Okay, I was going to say, no, everyone died. Okay.
Good part.
All right. Hiring Happy Hour was another excellent event this year. Did anybody go to that yesterday? I went and checked it out for a little bit. It was a really good time.
Really nice. You did a great job.
Kathleen and everyone from Clear Jobs does a great job for us every year. They, I think, doubled the amount of resume reviewers, and they said they never stopped working the entire time. So it's definitely a great opportunity to get some help with your career. Okay. New event that was added this year, Packets and Policy, that started right after the Clear Jobs Fair. That was definitely a very interesting event for me, especially. Bob was the one who kind of came up with the idea with Bo from I Am the Cavalry, kind of close to the con. It seemed to go fairly well. Bob, did you feel it went pretty well?
Yeah.
I saw lots of people in there discussing. It's kind of an idea to get some outreach from our community to the policy-making community so that we can share our expertise with them. They can share what their understanding is with us, and we can kind of cross-pollinate those ideas and to help the policymakers make better decisions after consulting with us rather than making decisions before and us going. So it's definitely a good outreach that we want to do more of in the future. Relaxicon, you're welcome, Josh. Quadling! Relaxicon was our second year. We had a great time. We played board games, we ate cookies, we drank milk, we stayed up way too late. So next year,
Me was singing.
so we did ambush Quadling because it's his birthday. But yeah, that's something that we're expanding every year. Applause for getting older. Yeah. All right. Somebody on Twitter dubbed it Relaxicon, and I kind of liked it, so I think we'll keep it. Again, a lot of this is covered by sponsors. A lot of the sponsors help us to have this space, to have everything, all of the equipment, all of the volunteers, all of the t-shirts, everything else. So running through those really quickly again, our Engage the Audience sponsors, these are our top line sponsors that kind of carry the bulk of the event for us. And above and beyond, our game sponsor, or our party sponsor, Altus Consulting, our lanyard sponsor, Antietam. Additional. And our core supporters, our up-and-coming sponsors. And then additional gear, people who give us gear, Sophos for the wireless networks for the actual con, Tool for coming out and supporting the wireless village, ISE for doing the IoT village, Iron Horse for giving us way too much fun on a Saturday night. All right, so networks, this is some network stats. We ran 1.1 terabytes of data over the course of the con, so stop downloading movies or ISOs. Apparently there were 155 clients connected to one of our APs at one time, and at some point on Friday, what's that? Or it could have been the wireless village. And at some point we hit 425 out of 500 megabits on their pipe, which disturbs me a little bit. Apparently it was on Friday, right when the con started, that giant spike.
Firmware.
Yeah, update your OS at a con. It's a good idea, it's fine.
Your Mac needed updates done, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Thanks though, I need to get those done. I've been putting it off. So final attendance numbers for this year. Any guesses? No.
2100.
Not 2,000. 2,093. Which is insane. I don't understand that.
Every year.
I mean, no, yeah.
Double it.
That's what she said.
What?
Oh my God, did you actually say that?
Send them to what?
Bravo, girl.
Send the extra people to Delaware. Yes, extra people, move east.
What was last year's attendance?
Last year's attendance, I think, was like at 1,700, something like that, 1625. Honestly, to give you kind of a perspective, we're six years old now. Our first year we were at like 300 and something. And it's kind of crazy looking back, actually, because, the first year will you come and get the child?
Besides, they're really going to be a
She weighs 40 pounds.
That's when these feet just came out of nowhere.
One moment. Never work with children. Or parents of children.
Move to your right, move to your right, move to your right.
Or parents of children.
Her feet out. If we have her feet in his body.
Stop. Will you pick up the child? Yeah, so, in the middle of that. But seriously, 6 years ago, we had been working for like a year and a half on this idea of BSides DC. The old story that Mark and Bill, the two original founders of BSides DC, called Jack and said, "Hey, why isn't there a BSides DC?" And Jack said, "There is, you're it." And they went, what? So we all put it together. I remember meeting in one of the pubs in Chinatown and talking about this idea and putting it together. And then we all stood in the hotel ballroom about this size, which was our entire thing. And we all went, "What have we done? Is anyone going to show up?" And then like 5 people showed up, and then 10 people showed up, and then 50 people showed up, and then eventually 300 people showed up. And we went, "Oh my God, people came. That's cool." But now 6 years later, we're over 2,000 people, which is just kind of insane to me. It's been a process for sure. So with that, thanks to everyone on our team. there's Bob doing co-directing with me, Duran dealing with finances and chasing us all around, Jenny doing KidsCon, Angela wrangling sponsors, Jim doing network stuff and RegBot, which is awesome. Corey helping with networks, Mick helping with Tool now, but he also helps with some other stuff behind the scenes. Romero doing all the video stuff, and Thor doing video and buying super bright lights to blind me, because I think I see him waving in the back, but I can't tell because there's a spotlight. Jojo and Gither doing volunteer wrangling, managing all of the friendly, smiling people. Josh and Janice, Con siblings, helping us out. Jim Troutman helping us with networks and Reg. Seth Feldman, he runs our CFP stuff. Jack for keeping us in line. And Boos. And then, of course, all the volunteers. I mean, it takes over 120 people to run this thing. So, there's a few of us up at the top who kind of bring all this together, but then there's a ton of people that make it go. So that's really what's going on there. And I just took some pictures of the various things, shenanigans going on. And I think Josh's hat appears in there twice. He keeps losing it, and we keep having fun with it. So.
For those of you who are unaware, yes.
Okay, official announcement there. Josh's hat has a Twitter account. Quadling hat. Follow it. It has adventures.
My hat has a Twitter account. My child has a Twitter account. My voice has a Twitter account. None of which I can show.
And it makes Josh upset, which is fun. So with that, I'll say thank you again to everyone for coming. Thanks for hanging around to listen to us blab about looking back, and then see you next year. Next year's dates are the 25th through the 27th, same place. Follow Twitter and check the website for any updates.